Somebody said Hasan has been ranting against Hollywood a lot lately. He did it yesterday as well. How do you know this? You guys hate watch so much.
So long I've always wanted to be different.
Bro, this so like, dude, I think I don't know if it's like almost a hog-like tendency in me, but I have developed so much resentment for Hollywood, especially over the last couple of years, where I legitimately like any sort of like representation of like the glitz and glamour of Hollywood immediately has this disgusting like I have this like resentment when I see it. I'm like, how dare you celebrate yourselves at a time when people are suffering? And I think that's me being too woke. I will admit once again, as me being too woke. And I do also categorize.
Wasn't Lil Bro posting pictures of him like flying on private jets and wearing like multi-$1,000 like outfits and shit? Like what?
A lot of the quote-unquote drama that people are hyper invested in terms of like Hollywood celebrities, whether it be Johnny Depp or whether it be any number of different things like the Justin Baldoni shit, like with Blake Lively, where I'm just like, why do you care so much? Like, I get that there is a lesson that you can draw out of that about systemic harm, and I certainly cover it from that perspective, but people get far too invested in shit like that and not necessarily invested enough in the other we talk about on a daily basis, like the ongoing atrocities in Gaza or any number of different awful things that happen all around the world. And it makes me so mad, and it makes...
Yeah, people are more invested in like Hollywood drama than politics. Like, you could have said this in so many fewer words. There's actually a really intellectual young thinker who actually basically said what Hasan said in so many fewer words.
That there is a lesson that you can draw out of that about systemic harm, and I certainly cover it from that perspective, but people get far too invested in shit like that and not necessarily invested enough in the other we talk about on a daily basis, like the ongoing atrocities in Gaza or any number of different awful things that happen all around the world. And
on age. And I look and I go around sometimes and I hang out with other people that are my age, and they're just kind of just selfie. I'm just like, dude, like, oh my God, like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
It makes me so mad, and it makes me think lesser of the individual that is like coming at me with like serious smoke, when it's like, dude, what the like, you're not taking this Blake Lively seriously. It's like, I know that my brain is warped. I understand that. And I try my very best to be a normal person. But I think because of how much I cover this awful shit that's happening in the world, I can never get myself to feel even remotely passionate or even remotely interested in Hollywood related shit. Okay. And
then why cover it? I don't care about Hollywood related shit, but I don't know anything about it. I don't even know who Blake Lively is. If you don't care about it, then just don't cover it. Who cares?
Makes me so mad when people who otherwise are not exactly invested in politics whatsoever dive into the discourse when it comes down to defending the interests of like some rich person in Hollywood, not because of the genuinely held convictions that they have about like whatever political goals that they want to get across, whether it's like combating misogyny or whatever, but instead because it's a Hollywood celebrity that you have developed an unhealthy attitude towards, an unhealthy obsession with, and that's the
we use the parasocial word. We love that one.
Reason why you get like so mad. Yeah, why don't you care about Blake Lively, girl? 40,000 people died this year from inadequate access to healthcare is like how I encounter this. I don't know. Especially because like I do talk about misogyny. I talk about like
also, what a strange position for someone to hold who literally lives in West Hollywood, who literally bought a huge mansion in West Hollywood. You could have lived anywhere in the world or anywhere in California or anywhere in LA, and you buy a home in West Hollywood. You're like, God, these people are gross and exorbitant, and I just can't get behind any of their lifestyles or the drama or like...
I talk about sexual harassment in the workplace, things of that nature all the time. But when I do this within the context of like a normal person, not a Hollywood celebrity, nobody gives a fuck, but they only care about like endlessly critiquing from the most like optics focused framework when it is like their favorite celebrity. And it's very frustrating. And I think the moment that I mention this, there will be people exactly that will hear what I'm saying. And the people that I'm criticizing will chime in to be like, no, you don't understand. It's because you're immoral and wrong, and your coverage is actually wrong on this. And I have a difference in opinion in the way that you're covering the story, because I think that this is like unearthing some resilient.
And now I realize I just need to be myself.
We don't want to bring children into a world where from the very beginning they believe everything's hopeless. When if we get together, if we roll up our sleeves and take action, each of us doing what we feel is important.
Anyway, having said that, like I'll still entertain that garbage every now and then, but for me it's very difficult to see it anything as like anything that transcends beyond what do you call it? Hollywood celebrity shit.
Then there is hope for the future.
It's important to remember that we all have our fears, and that's okay.
Thanks for watching. This was our
That's how people see you. There are wage workers thinking to themselves, just like the Chad who can't pick up arms law. That's how people see you. No, for sure. But see, the difference is I understand that resentment. I totally understand that resentment, which is why whenever people yell at me or chirp at me endlessly, especially if it's like fucking random ass drama that is irrelevant to like a larger preconceived bias that people have or anything like that, I totally get it. Ironically enough, this is a conversation I had with Ethan as well in the past. If you remember, I had this conversation with Ethan when people were yelling at me about buying the fucking house. What did I tell him at the time? And during leftovers, I was like, I get why people have fucking resentment towards me. I totally understand it. People are suffering.
What is he about to say? How is he going to summarize this?
Financially, their lives suck. And when they see some rich asshole be able to achieve something that they only can see as a dream in their, in the future, and it's at odds with the way that they see the world, with their misunderstandings of what socialism is or whatever the fuck, then yeah, of course they're going to carry a lot of resentment towards someone like myself, especially when they're not going to deeply examine why they feel that way. So I get it.
True. Compiling a bunch of his, isn't this the guy that memes where he pretends he doesn't know who people are so he can slander them to his audience? So I figured I'd post it here too. He literally does this to everyone.
Like Nicholas do.
Oh. How many times can Hasan Piker, Twitch's biggest political streamer, pretend he has no idea who I am and or completely slander me Limfeo?
Isn't this like Nicholas Diorio guy like one of those like
Nazis?
Crypto fascist dudes too? This video is actually Destiny. Yeah, I like that we're getting our notes from this guy, by the way, in terms of who we need to ban. Didn't this guy literally used to have like a straight up Nazi program? This guy said, I have estrogen.
That's always my favorite. Whenever someone's like, isn't this the guy? Isn't he the one? Isn't this the dude? Isn't he the guy? And it's always going to be like the most simulacrum faked thing that the person probably never did or was associated with ever.
Coming out of my body? Dude, are Republicans this delusional? I mean, is he... Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I mean, voting for Trump is one thing. And I've always said... Voting for Trump is one thing. And I've always said that, like, the most psychotic thing that Republicans do is, like, act like he's, like, this macho, sexy, handsome man. But I never really thought that this dude would be like, dude, you're such a soy boy. Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here, too. This fat piece of shit literally earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen. That is directly a shot at, like, that is infinitely more homophobic, or rather, I guess, maybe transphobic than implying that someone is maybe confused about their own sexuality. I just, dude, nothing I hate.
What? What?
More than annoying right-wing shit. You debate Nick Diorio on Twitch? No, I don't know who the fuck that person is. And I just, like, I'm not interested in, like, debating your random friend, okay?
Is he going to do it? Isn't he the guy that...
It's no different than being like, debate my uncle. Actually, guess what? Your uncle would probably be more interesting than some random essay guy who I just clicked on his name earlier. And no, it's just not happening, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So...
What do we got left? Jesus, so many things. Oh, we didn't need this. I wanted to watch this. I don't know if... Okay. Can somebody give me like a highlights real quick of like jank on this program? I don't think... Hasan gets mad at Chad after accusations of potentially exploiting the homeless on Skid Row for views.
You know, I mean, not even hopefully. We're going there with some people that work every single day with these people. So it's not... Don't film it, maybe. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You're the woke of the day. Isn't it inherently exploitative to film? No, you dumb f***. The entire point is humanizing these people. That's the whole point. Can you just shut the fuck up, please? Can all of you just collectively shut your stupid woke mouths up? Is that okay? Can we just shut the f up collectively? Sounds like a write-off. I am going to Brian kill me. I absolutely fucking despise the So it's not, don't film it maybe. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You're the woke of the day.
Okay, same thing. Don't care. What is this about Jenk talking to you about Rittenhouse?
For that guy. For me, I get hit with a skateboard. I don't shoot the other guy.
Jenk, if somebody hits you with a skateboard in the face, there's like a 20% chance that you die. A skateboard?
20% chance, that's probably high. But somebody hitting you in the face with a skateboard, that's a big deal.
Skateboards are a big thing.
Chance.
Okay, that's great that you would, but I wouldn't compel a 17-year-old.
Oh, I'll just tank that. I'll tank that. Okay.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.